All right, nerds. It's time to do this. Let's get it going. Woo!
Distance nerding.
Hey! Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is the Tuesday of Tuesdays. It's Taco Tuesday, and you know what that means. You are now watching and listening and experiencing Distance Nerding.
Part of the Comic-Con radio podcast family.
Woo. He's our baby new year. It should do.
His wardrobe is so last year.
Yeah.
It's Jahmez 5,000.
Hey, that's rude. And he peaked in 2005. It's young Phil.
I was going to say earlier, but yeah, no, 2005 is probably when I peaked.
There you go. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah.
And we're here to nerd
together.
We're talking about anything pop culture, news, movies, food, music, wrestling, comics, Comic-Cons, animation stuff, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it.
Nerds, you guys, you know, you got to get us all the places, everywhere. You can follow us on all the places: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, YouTube, Blue Sky, Discord, all at Distance Nerding. And of course, you can email us if you feel a little nasty and want to tell us what's going on in your life. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you can email us at your favorite place, my favorite place, Dist.
You know, sooner or later, everything in young Phil's room will be Lego. Like, I'm looking at his background, and I can't tell if that flower
at some point
is Lego or not.
Yeah, like a Lego IKEA shelf.
Yeah, or like the blinds. His blinds are made of Legos.
Yeah, the blinds are made of Legos, and somehow they still work.
I know.
They're still,
how cool would that be? Like everything's
with like
everything's
fabric
made of Lego?
Legos, you know? Yeah.
I dig that. Got an email.
Oh.
Even his desk.
And you can send us an email.
Sorry, my alarm's going off. Give me a second.
All right.
It's all a disaster. It's all falling apart.
Well, don't leave us on this.
Oh, chaos.
Sorry, insnerding@aol.com.
Is your
no, Jackie's cooking right now, so the alarm just went off.
Phil's house is currently burning down.
Unknown Blade on Instagram. Yes, we are on YouTube, as a matter of fact. And Sack Deadpool saying it was great meeting you at Sack Anime, Phil. So yes, he did. Oh, yeah, give me one more second, guys.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So you guys got to meet up at Sack Anime. That's awesome. I dig that. I'm gonna I guess it doesn't matter if I put in the chat. I was gonna put the link for the YouTube video in the chat so Sack Deadpool can see it, but he can't see it because he's not on the chat that I was about to link. So that makes no sense. Oh my goodness. While he's doing that, so I guess now you have stumbled upon the best, but obviously it's the new year and it's probably the worst kept secret on the internet. You are now watching the download.
This is going to be amazing for all the audio listeners, just the mayhem and like, where the hell did Phil go? And why is Jahmez doing the intro?
Why is there an alarm in the background?
An alarm going off.
It's going to be great. Yeah.
Go open a window or something.
Yeah.
Or just sit here with us. That's fine too.
Yeah, whatever. You know, you're fine.
I mean, we might as well get to it. It's a.
Right.
Oh no, he's gonna walk away.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, it's done.
All
Great. All right.
SHDU, New Year's. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. It's been 6 days.
Did you do something fun? Tell me you did something.
We
fucking amazing.
We watched the episode of Skeleton Crew that came out on New Year's.
Come on. I need to catch up on
Uh,
that. Are you enjoying it?
I'm loving it. I'm really into it. It feels. I was never really again, that's not my generation, like the 80s or whatever. It's not my kind of thing. I did not care for the Goonies. I did care for like E.T. and a lot of the Amblin stuff. So it very much has that kind of vibe to it. And I really enjoy it. So I'm really liking it. I'm loving all the characters. And of course, love Neil. Neil is my favorite. So.
Neil and his hair.
Neil and his
blue
little tufted hair. Yeah.
I think that's the weirdest thing about Neil is the hair.
Little hair, right? And that he's not an Ortolan, he's something else, but they look a lot like Ortolans.
Yeah. Well,
is Ortolan, is that the keyboard player from?
That's what Max Rebo is, and the elephant guy in Return of the Jedi.
Are you sure he's not one of those guys?
Yeah. Well, they came out and said these are not Ortolans. Ortolans only have 2 limbs, and these have 4.
They only have keyboards. Oh, okay.
Well, because apparently Max was playing with his feet. They only have 2 limbs. But
Max Rebo, isn't that his name? Max Rebo.
Yeah, Max Rebo.
There you go.
Glad my Star Wars knowledge is going somewhere.
Okay, so
anyway.
Okay, I was thinking about you over the New Year's, and I was thinking,
James.
You're not gonna like this, but
Oh.
we do. You need to catch up on some movies and shows.
Yep. This is all true.
And we do a new movie or new show every day of this 2025 new year. What do you think?
That's kind of what I've been doing.
Not you, him.
Oh, he's got an entire life to catch up on.
That's
yeah. Yeah. I do other things.
Yeah, but those things don't matter to me because we got to talk about the stuff that matters to me. All right.
The only thing that matters to you is my pop culture literacy.
Yes, exactly. Like, there was a movie that you said, you're like, I haven't seen that. I'm like, you should have seen that. It should have been part of the prerequisites to your life.
Anyways,
in the room, I should have been fed.
Let's jump on this. So
yes. Oh yeah, we have a show.
You just think about that. Okay. All right.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this week on deck, we've got the Geekend Update.
SAC Anime was this weekend. Woo. I wasn't there. Young Phil might have been there. We don't know.
Something like that. Yeah.
But the DeLongs were there, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Right. We've got some starting rumors.
New year, new rumors. There's a lot of rumors.
So many rumors today. And of course, ending the show, we've got the download.
We're flipping the script, starting off with the news. You could say it's a news year.
I did not realize that he flipped it over, so I may need to
see what he did there?
Everything up. No, I have it set up the same way that it normally is.
All right. It's all right.
Yeah. So
news year. It's a news setup.
In post. Don't worry, guys.
Oh, yeah, we'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post.
That's right. That's right.
This is why we have interns.
Exactly.
Okay, guys.
But before we get to all that, of course,
but first,
let me get a shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is brought to you by the folks at Debbie. Debbie is a brand of energy drinks.
A little early there.
Created to help focus concentration reaction time with no jitters or crash. Debbie contains no maltodextrin, no sugar, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, why Debbie? Why? Above all the things that are there, it's because Debbie contains Neurofactor. Neurofactor helps give your brain focus and clarity, while the 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. Find out more about Debbie at www.debbie.gg. Use the code NERDING10 and get 10% off your order. Deliciousness, guys. I am going to make myself of Debbie here.
Whoa, starting the year off right, mixing that Debbie. Let's get that finger wet. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So
your old Debbie. Here we go.
I'm gonna do Amoeba Elixir, which is the sour gummy worm.
All right.
But I'm switching it up.
Fingers nice and moist.
I'm switching it up. I'm gonna do something that I haven't done.
Ooh.
And what that thing is, I'm gonna make it with some bubbly.
Oh. Some bubbly doubly.
Some bubbly doubly. So I have 2 different flavors of bubbly that I'm going to throw in here. I've got
Alright.
a bubbly lemon lime,
All right, that sounds like that might go with the gummy worms.
right, and bubbly cherry.
Yeah. Okay. No, that sounds good.
This is like when you get a fountain drink at 7-Eleven and you do like a little bit of each soda.
Yeah, you gotta do everything. It's like me getting
That's what he's
tea where
doing
you
right
do all
now.
the different flavored teas. Yeah.
Teas? Who's doing that with teas?
Me.
Apparently,
With flavored iced tea.
You have your
Has no
Oklahoma
one else done
7-Eleven?
this?
Your Oklahoma 7-Eleven has tea on tap like that?
Well, we don't have 7-Eleven where I live in Oklahoma. We have Quick Trip.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have that problem too sometimes. But yes, go on with your quick trip.
Yeah, but no, they have like little
you guys don't have the beaver one. What's the beaver one?
Bucky's. No, we don't. We I think we have one now in Oklahoma, but it's nowhere near us.
By the way, there's a pill to fix that now. The quick trip.
If your trip is too quick.
I got a guy.
I've got a guy.
Send you the link.
We are brought to you by Roast Sparks.
Okay.
Today's show is brought to you by what's Blue Chew. Blue Chew. That's
by Blue Chew. God damn it.
I was like,
Gummy will not help you with that. That would be
All right,
false
all right.
advertising.
He's doing stuff. He's drinking. He's in his own little world.
absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the next portion here. It is now time to get into the Geek End Update.
Oh, this just in. Distance Learning is on Comic-Con Radio. Look for the Distance Learning podcast, even this episode, and our second show, A Comic Conversation, each week on comiccon-radio.com/podcasts. Once again, that is comiccon-radio.com/podcasts. And someone put that in the chat as well. Not me, because
I'll
am-
do it.
am
I'll do it for
banned.
you. I got you.
I am banned from doing that because of one incident
I mean, it is a new
that we
year.
will remember
So
for the rest of our days.
it's still being typed out in the last episode
Oh,
that you
yep.
posted it. So.
it's still going.
There we go.
All right.
Sorry, the I was sent the wrong email address because we do have somebody coming to talk about the next portion of this segment. So,
Oh, ooh.
so I do need you guys to stall for like 10 more seconds.
Can you don't have to say it. You can just like
Stretch,
You know what?
stretch.
stretch, do some yoga.
There we
We should have keywords like yoga.
Yeah.
Back to Shadoo's 365 days of
Okay, hold on. No.
cinematic
I-
journeys.
Oh,
What's today? The 7th?
yes. Today it's the 7th.
Okay, we are 1 week into the new year. Tell me what brand new movies that you've never seen you've watched. Tell me right now. Tell me. All of them. All. Go.
None.
I'm not familiar with that one. Tell me about that one. Is that like a Italian film?
It's the new Jordan Peele movie. None.
Oh,
Sequel to Nope.
That's good. That's good. That was good
pretty
right there.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take that. But what I'm saying is,
No,
movie
I understand, James. I understand. I need to watch more movies. I understand this.
will double feature until you're caught up. It'll be great.
Again, that's
Okay,
kind of what the
then-
job you've been doing.
The
know,
proposal.
What we watched last night
Proposal.
was Rebel Ridge. That movie's really good.
We should have a Distance Learning movie night.
Yeah.
We
That's
have
my proposal.
a while, and we probably should do that again.
But then we'll focus on things that maybe you've seen that I haven't. That might be fun.
Yeah, like I
I
said,
like
we watched Rebel Ridge last night, and that movie was actually really fucking good.
Yeah.
There you go. We'll all take turns picking a movie.
Yeah.
And then when Graveyard is on and he picks a scary movie, I'll conveniently be unavailable because
Of course.
That's
Kinda
why,
wanna-
of course. Yes.
Yeah.
That's why. It will just be him. and just his blank, expressionless face.
So if you guys remember the last when we did the top fives for the end of the year, in the top 5 movies, I listed like a list of like 20 movies that I was like, I need to watch these movies.
Yes, and I still have that list for me as well. So.
Nice. So I have watched a good portion of those movies now.
Nice.
Still have a lot. So I still have Nosferatu, Wicked, My Old Ass, 4:30 movie, Gladiator 2, Alien Romulus, Sonic 3, which a lot of these are still in theaters. So Monkey Man, Crow, Borderlands, Hellboy, The Crooked Man, Brothers, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, The Wild Robot, Inside Out 2, Red One, and Quiet Place Day 1.
Yeah.
Okay, but what does Shadu want to watch? What does Shadu want to watch?
Gladiator.
You pick one movie, you watch that tonight.
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
Sleep is for the week.
Sleep.
You can
Sleep
always
is for the
sleep
healthy.
tomorrow. Hey, we're not talking about health on this podcast. This isn't a
Clearly.
self-help podcast, okay?
This is not. This is a
All
self-detriment podcast. In fact,
Yeah, it really is. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, the next thing we're going to talk about here on the Geek End Update, we went
still the
to
segment.
SAC Anime. I know. Went to SAC Anime Winter this weekend. It was January 3rd through the 5th of this year at Safe Credit Union Convention Center in Sacramento, California. Saw so many of our friends there, so many guests, including voice actors from Demon Slayer, Naruto, Borderlands, Mass Effect, Amazing Digital Circus, Dan to Dan, My Hero Academia, and so much more. Chris Sabat was there.
Mass Effect? Who was there from Mass Effect?
Oh God, what's his name? Damn it, I
We
was
have
just talking about him earlier.
Internet in front of you.
I know, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah.
I was just talking about him.
But until then,
Yes, but until we ascertain that.
you look it up.
Okay.
Let's bring on our special guest.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, here to talk about SAC Anime and what we went, all the fun we had, is good friend of the show, the cosplay maestro master himself, one of the most creative dudes I've ever known. Please welcome to the show, Jeff DeLong from DeLong Family Cosplay.
Hello.
Look at that.
am
Look
Austin.
who it is.
What up, Jeff?
What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
So,
Can we do this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
so take us through, man. I know that Sandra was there on Friday, and she had the fashion show, and then you were there Saturday, and I was there Sunday. But kind of give us the entire weekend overall, man.
So they're getting bigger. So the area that used to be the gaming area downstairs, they reopened that into part of the floor again.
Awesome.
Nice. All right. Cool.
They moved all that up into one of the rooms upstairs. Apparently they're also, from what I was gathering, I didn't actually go over there, but I heard some of the stuff was actually also show-wise was being held over in Memorial. So like some of the panels and stuff.
Memorial Auditorium.
Yeah. And I overheard some vendors talking about they're actually going to be expanding that area even more next year, or for the next one down there, which would be
nice.
summer.
But
yeah, a lot of the old vendors that when they put the game area in went away. A handful of them are actually back, which is nice.
yeah, I remember. So we met up at the last SAC Anime, I guess the SAC Anime Summer, and that was a big issue for a lot of people and a lot of the attendees because it really cramped up the exhibit floor. Is they sectioned off like a quarter of the convention center for for gaming, which was nice, but it it just made the exhibit floor a ton smaller. But it sounds like they solved that issue with SAC Anime Winter 2025, so that's good. Was it as packed as the last show?
Well, part of them expanding it open is they made the aisles bigger.
Oh,
so
nice.
Now the aisles are, I think they were like 10 and now they're 12. And from what I understand, the next ones are supposed to be like 18 or something like that. Awesome. But it's because when you were there last time on that Saturday, it was shoulder to shoulder. It was way too tight. And, well, fire marshals don't like that.
Yeah. No. They're not too happy about that.
So they once they got that crowded, they started getting looked at. So
awesome. So they fixed some issues. So overall, how did you like the exhibit floor?
Yeah. No, though that's the other thing that's great about them opening that area up is it makes that into 2 entrances again. So not everyone trying to wedge in and out of one double door. You have 2 doors, so you actually get some cross flow, and it's not quite as bad trying to get in and out. Especially when some people have big costumes. There was a couple Kirby's there. Kirby is a big costume. Yes. There was a couple Pikachus and stuff like that.
There were multiple Kirby's. That was ridiculous.
Kirby's and Jigglypuffs, like in
Jigglypuff.
I mean, you get a big costume, even like Bruce's BMO. Bruce's BMO is the whole doorway.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Did you get to check out any autographs or any of the celebs? I know last time you guys got some Bluey autographs, which was awesome.
We didn't pick up any this time, but we did stop by and talk to a handful of people when we were there with Phil.
Yeah, so we did go and talk to Adasa for a little bit because she was there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And she gave me she autographed one of the family tree pictures for me for the studio.
Aw.
Ooh, nice.
So it's 2 distance nerding.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Adasa's great, and she's from Encanto. So she played one of the sisters in Encanto, and she like embodies that character. I was looking at her and she, and when we first saw her in, I forgot what show we were at, but she was dressed as her character from Encanto. I'm like, I think they modeled it after her, but yeah, she's awesome. She's so nice.
Yeah.
Look at you guys. Nice suit. Nice suit. That's awesome. So you got to see Adasa. Who else was there that you ran into, chatted with?
So we were going to try and talk with the cast from
Digital Circus.
Digital Circus, but they
Lizzie? Was Lizzie Freeman there?
Oh, Lizzie was so swamped, man. But I mean, she's also she's also the title character for the show, so it's just kind of like
it's her, Jax, and I don't know the name of the one, but the one with the big teeth.
Yeah, the funny dude. That guy was funny.
How crazy is Digital Circus? Like, I had no idea what it is. I heard of it. I'm like, oh, it's a thing. But then it's so popular.
I only know about it from Bruce.
Yeah. It's like the younger generation knows. SHDU, do you know Amazing Digital Circus?
No. Nope.
Do your kids watch that, James?
I asked him, I'm like, hey, have you heard it? He's like, oh, yeah, I've watched an episode. I'm like, really?
Yeah,
wow.
I don't.
Chemo's like, yeah, it's not for me.
But it was just amazing they knew what it was. But anyway, so that's cool. I'm glad you got to see some people. Anybody else you run into? Friends?
So we did run into in our chat, Aaron Spurlock, aka Sacramento Deadpool. We ran into him there.
Whoa, you're using real names? Come on, man.
But yeah, so we saw Sac Deadpool there. We saw
Odin.
We did go see Odin. Odin fixed my costume because a couple things broke while we were there.
Nice.
So Odin,
shout out to Odin Makes. Good
shout
dude.
out to Odin Makes.
The way he sets up his booth, it always ends up being like the headquarters.
Yeah.
Everybody goes and then comes back. It's like always the headquarters of things.
Yeah. We saw Steve Mead. We saw Cindy Rue cosplay. We saw
Kevin Hogan.
Kevin Hogan for a minute. We did see Kevin Hogan down there.
Awesome.
Towards the end of the show, so we're just like walking around, and we walk by this booth, and these dudes are like, "Well, we're not going to be here," and they bought a crap ton. Oh, we saw Sewong.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's right. We did see Sewong in person.
Nice.
Going back to the story, these dudes gave us like a crap ton of raffle tickets, right?
Mhm.
So we ended up going back to the raffle, and we won a couple of things at the raffle. So I had the DeLongs keep both of them, but one of them we ended up trading somebody. So we got a Yu-Gi-Oh playmat. Right, and like none of us actually play like Yu-Gi-Oh, to play the cards and whatnot. So we ended up trading the playmat. Yeah, we ended up trading the playmat for a One Piece wanted poster.
Mhm.
ooh,
Right.
yeah,
And because another guy who won that poster was like, "Dude, we really want that playmat," and I was like, he goes, "I will trade you for this One Piece wanted poster." I'm like, yeah, that's actually perfect because Bruce likes One Piece, so give him a One Piece poster to put in his room. And yeah, and then that's the other thing we got. So we got a Sanrio mystery bag that Sandra is going to do a unboxing.
yeah. And there's the
Ooh. Look at you guys with the goodies.
Yeah, so we
Oh,
won
nice.
both of those things right there. Shout out to what was the name of the toy company? Let me open up Instagram because we followed them right after
I
that.
think who else was there? I know Time Warp Toys was there.
We ran into Time Warp Toys, which was
Yeah.
a fun thing.
That's awesome. And World's Best Comics were there. So, you know,
Sandra
Scott.
saying Stark's Comic Vault was there as well.
Oh,
We
yeah.
ran to the Star Comics Vault, and
Yeah.
that was cool.
Shout out.
Got to meet them got to meet her for the first time.
Awesome.
Folks from
Did it-
J-Mart were there. The what were the other two that we go to all
Yeah,
the
we
time?
saw J-Mart.
Did you see Beehive?
We didn't see Beehive while we were
No,
there.
I don't think so.
You know what's funny is when I was there, I forgot to go by their booth too. I don't know where they're located, but it wasn't anywhere like easily accessible. Time to upgrade. Av.
Yeah, I know.
It's in prime real estate.
All right, here, Wisdom Eye Gaming.
Okay,
So
cool.
shout out to Wisdom Eye Gaming for the prizes that we won. And realized there's a whole bunch of people we started following like since I followed them. To include my man Ron Killings.
Yeah.
I didn't know we started following him. Like we weren't following him before.
You have to. Our truth, baby. Anyway, that's awesome. Sounds like you had a good time.
Yeah.
Got to see a lot of friends. Did you see Brandon?
We did run into Brandon. I did say hi to him. He should be hitting you up soon because we're planning on getting him on the show. More than likely a Thursday show.
Nice.
Because we want to give him some time, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, if you can give me like an hour, and we can talk about his comic book that's coming out because he's got another book coming out."
Mm-hmm. Crimson Storm is on its way.
Right. So he's got another chapter of Crimson Storm coming out. So we want to kind of like promote that and get him on the show and talk about that.
So what were the highlights for you guys of SAC Anime?
A lot of it was just seeing friends and just kind of being obnoxious the way we normally are when we go to shows.
So also Grumpy Cookie and Holding Aces were there. Those were the two that Sandra ended up modeling for at the fashion show.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, all right.
I like that SAC Anime does like a fashion show. It's very different. Not every convention does that.
This year they actually did two. The
Ooh.
Friday one was like all ages, and then the Saturday one was 18 up.
Mm.
Oh,
So
Ooh,
more risque, more
scandalous.
more
Low down
thinner
should be-
cuts and
low down.
stuff.
Showing a little bit of leg.
oh, young Phil, were you showing some leg? Okay, go get it, man.
Oh yeah, no, everybody
You
saw
got
my
some
butt.
calves on you.
Everybody saw my butt.
Easy. Not that kind of show. Sack Deadpool chiming in the chat.
Yeah, he said the highlight of his the people reacting to his D in a box.
Oh my gosh. that was
Yes,
good.
he was running around as Deadpool with the dick in the box. It was.
I
great.
saw all his posts. They were so funny. Though I did notice there's a lot of dudes reaching in that box. So I mean,
Hey, I'm not.
Good
I'm
on
not
you.
saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying.
good on you.
Huh?
But everybody seemed really happy. So hey, you be you, more the merrier.
Yeah. No. Hey, you know what? As I said, hey, if it's consensual, whatever.
Hopefully you had hand sanitizer.
Yes.
In there.
Yes. Definitely. I hope there was sanitizer
Oh
provided.
my God.
About halfway through Saturday, he did lose one of his jingle bells.
Well,
Mm.
that happens. Again, they have a pill for that. So
I mean, they were hanging out there.
Sandra said Bex
Yeah.
reached into that box.
we all kind of want to reach in that box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Christmas or not. Christmas or
What's in the box? Oh.
in the box.
Sack Deadpool. I wasn't there on Saturday, so I came on Sunday, and you were Jedi Pool.
Hmm.
You know, Jedis have boxes too. You know. So,
Yeah, well, he
just
was
saying.
rock.
So you had a good time, and there's a lot of people. As always, it looked super packed. All the videos we saw. Any amazing cosplays that stood out? Besides Sack Deadpools, of course.
There
Though it
actually
was
was
in the box. It didn't stand
Deadpool.
out.
There were a lot of Deadpools there.
Yeah. And a
A lot of
handful of
Deadpools?
really tall Logans.
Mm.
Did you get a lot of signups for the Council of Wades?
We
Come
got
on.
at least one, and it was Sack Deadpool, and it was actually pretty funny.
All those Deadpools,
I mean,
and you're like,
of course, you are looking for a new leader because Phil got demoted after our little incident there.
yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just reminding everyone that they're looking for a new leader.
well, I'm glad you guys had a good time. I like Sack Anime, and I'm glad they fixed some of the issues that I saw last time. So sounds like it was a good event. Do we know when the next one is? Oh, August. It's the summer one. So it's
Yeah. Well, actually, there's the spring one out in Roseville first, but that's a little bit smaller usually. That's usually Easter weekend.
oh, that's right. Now, is that considered a Sack Anime?
It is Sac Anime, but it's labeled Sac Anime Roseville.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. I
Sure.
dig that.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna say
In
that's
case you
what
want
we
to
got
check,
for-
I was gonna say sacanime.com. I'm gonna post it in the chat just in case, so we can plan for spring and for summer. There it be. But the official, the Sac Anime at the convention center, that one's
Yeah.
in August. So there's
Yeah.
also the springtime one in Roseville. But awesome, good stuff. Thanks, Jeff. By the way, nice Hello Kitty suit. That was amazing. It looked good. You were the
Yeah, he's got
you were
the,
the most dapper. You're the most dapper cosplayer that was there.
okay,
for taking it seriously.
remember, he does have Dapper Pool too, though.
What is that one?
Yep, that is true.
It's right here.
Cool.
There's a pile of costumes that need to be put away. Just off camera over here.
There you go. Just like every cosplayer, got to have like 17 different costumes going at the same time.
Right, and you've got a 3D printer going back there too. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
actually almost done.
Good. What are you printing?
Gur's head.
Cool. Very cool.
And then as soon as that's done, I have the body already sliced. I just have to throw it into the
Nice.
file.
Nice.
But that was like a 24-hour print. So
Eek.
yeah.
I'm gonna sing the doom song.
I mean, my cat ears were from there too.
Oh yeah, his Hello Kitty ears.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Sack
All right.
Anime. Sounds like it was a success. Thanks, Jeff.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming on and letting us know how Sack Anime went, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
And-
good seeing you.
Your Instagram is DeLong Family Cosplay or DeLong Cosplay?
DeLong fam.
DeLong
It's-
Fam.
Yeah, it's his name
Cosplay. There you go.
right there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Name right there.
That's right. So
I'm
make
sure
sure you,
Sandra will put it in the chat for us.
Yeah.
In the chat, Sandra. I'm not doing anything right now.
well, yeah. Again, just make sure you guys follow DeLong Fam Cosplay. Great content on their page. Of course, you'll see myself. You'll see Sacramento Deadpool. You'll see
There you
a
go.
bunch
Yeah,
of
there it
people
is.
on those pages and everything like that, guys. Again, Jeff, we appreciate you coming on and giving us an update, man.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be starting our own, or getting our own YouTube channel, some actual content on there. We've had the channel for a little bit, but haven't been putting stuff on there. And it's
Awesome.
So if you watch our Instagram, you'll start seeing notifications pop up on there.
All right.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
So
Sweet.
yes,
All right.
we'll be promoting the shit out of that when it comes out too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, brother. We appreciate you, man.
All right.
Yep. All right. See ya.
So yeah, Sack Anime. Good times.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let's jump into the rest of the show here, guys.
Oh yes, yes.
Crap ton of
We have a
rumors
show.
and it's like an hour already in. So let's jump into this. Ladies and
All
gentlemen,
right.
it's time to start some rumors.
I thought we were doing download.
It is really hard to change the format once it's already been
Yeah.
Suck it, Belarus. You can't have it. Okay, we'll fix
That's
it
right.
for you later.
Belarus, we don't care. So
All right, let's hit some rumors. Who's got the first rumor?
you're
that
the
would.
guy who's never seen the movie. So let's go with that.
No. I have seen this movie.
Oh God. So
I
you've
have seen this movie.
seen movies about about David's crotch, but you haven't watched like God, man.
I saw it once, and then I watched it with my partner recently. So, for the record, I have seen this movie twice. It's time to shine up your codpiece, nerds. Nosferatu director Robert Eggers is reportedly set to take on a remake of the 1986 Jim Henson directed movie Labyrinth. This project is being developed with Sony Pictures and Jim Henson's company. Talk is on the table. Are you into Robert Eggers' takes on teased hair and codpieces?
Robert Eggers is a great director. Again, I've heard nothing but good things about Nosferatu. And it is a movie that's on my list of things I'm going to watch. I'm probably going to end up watching it next week. But yeah, I'm the only thing I'm skeptical on is he is amazing when it comes to photography. It's just kind of like, is he going to take it in an entirely dark direction? Because a lot of us tend to be really dark.
Right.
Or is there still going to be like a level of fun with it, right? Because I mean, to an extent, Labyrinth was kind of a dark movie.
Yeah.
There was like an element of fun to it. So
Yeah. I mean, there's songs. It's
also, who plays the
Sure.
Goblin King is the question here.
right. Exactly.
Ooh, let's think about that one and try to answer that. Until then, my tacos are on the table. At first, I was like, you know what? I don't want to see everything remade. Yet as much as like Disney's remaking everything, like
That's
having
kind of how
another-
I'm feeling. Yeah.
another classic like this being remade. I mean, we still talk about this movie today.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at things like Dune, and it got remade, and
Yeah.
it works. You know,
That's
and
fair.
and updating something like this, like Labyrinth. Yes, it was dark. Yes, it had some adventure in it, but having it a little bit more elevated, like the way Eggers can do it, like Nosferatu, I kind of want to see what he can do with it.
I feel like it is so quintessentially 80s, though. I don't know if you could get the same vibe necessarily.
Good, yeah, maybe. We shall see.
So-
We shall.
I'm going to say my kind of frosted hair.
No,
Uh,
there's only one answer. It's your codpiece tacos.
my frosted hair codpiece tacos.
Your very shiny tacos.
It's your gray sweatpants, giant dick in a
Are doing a magic dance off the table.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
don't think I want this to happen.
It's his tacos that remind him of the babe.
All right. Anybody got an idea for casting?
Who's the most David Bowie?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, who's the David Bowie of our generation here? Who could
Wow,
we-
that's a good question.
who could we
Actually,
do?
funny enough, you know who could pull? We were just literally making a comparison to this movie, but you know who could probably pull off the character?
Who?
Timothy Chalamet.
Mm.
Oh,
Timothy
I
Chalamet.
feel like we need to, if we're gonna do this, we need someone who is like David Bowie, who has musical chops too.
I was going to
That
say the
is
most
like
David
is maybe
Bowie.
primarily a musician.
I was going to say the most David Bowie person today is Lady Gaga. Like maybe it's Lady Gaga.
Really?
Maybe I could see that.
Well,
I don't know. I'm not very familiar with like I know about music, like popular music today. I'm not really in that space though. I don't know who it could be necessarily.
oh my gosh. Sack Deadpool got it in the chat.
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh
Jackman.
Jackman.
He is very.
Okay.
He's very.
Now,
He's very.
that's not a bad idea.
He is very musically inclined.
That would be hilarious.
He is a showman.
That would be
Some
very.
say
He's
The
the
great
great.
showman. I like that. Good
But
call.
yes, anybody else have any more comments before we move on here?
No.
Where are
Sack
your
Deadpool got it.
tacos, Phil?
My tacos are. I think they're on the table. I'm sure somebody's in the line of like, oh, Robert Eggers, he's doing really well. Let him make a fucking Labyrinth movie.
Right. Yeah. No, I like my tacos are off the table because I don't know if I want this to happen. I do think this is probably happening, or at least in
Yeah.
the works.
Yeah. Remember, my take on a lot of this stuff is never, do I want this to happen? It's do I think it's going to happen? Probably.
Yeah.
Another
thing we have to remember. Sorry.
No, yeah,
Um,
that's really is are the rumors valid? Is the
Right.
question?
But another thing we have to remember about rumors themselves, is they can sometimes be used to kind of like gauge interest too. So
Yeah.
someone could put out a rumor and be like, okay, people are really excited about this. Let's go forward with this. So that could be part of the case here. It's like, oh, do they want Robert Eggers to direct a Labyrinth? Whatever.
I'm sure they do.
So if we're saying if this is happening or not, then yes, my tacos are on the table.
All right. I like that. All
All
right.
All right.
Let's get to the next one because we got a lot of rumors. Okay.
We have a lot of rumors here. So, kids, get your morphers ready because it's time to get it's morphin' time, nerds. It looks like Paramount Pictures is going to jump back into the Power Rangers franchise and try to reboot it with a new movie. An
Here we go
additional
again.
report, yeah, I know. An additional report says that it is a complete reboot and not tied to the previous Netflix project at all. Hasbro and Paramount have been in negotiations for a few months and have evidently made some substantial progress in those discussions. It was also reported that a buyout of the property was discussed, and both companies remain open to the option, but it will come down to the right price to make it happen. As of right now, though, they are working together on the film. The plan is to release it in theaters in late 2026, so they're going to try and push this thing through pretty fast.
Yeah. That's
So
very quick turnaround.
tacos on the table. Are you all ready to return to Angel Grove?
SHDU, what do you think? Were you a Power Rangers guy?
No, no. That was not my thing. All I'll say is, from what I know about the last movie they tried to do with them, which I think that was the last movie. Maybe not. maybe we shouldn't be, because I feel like now this is going to be a very cynical episode. Apparently, I feel like now they're trying to make everything a cinematic universe. You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Make it like if you're going to do this, which I do think they're probably going to do this, then just make it a standalone movie. Just make it like we're going to tell a complete story. We're going to be, we're going to honor the original, but also do something new and kind of update it a little bit and whatever.
Yeah.
And really get at what the heart of it is. And then if there's enough interest, okay, we'll make a sequel or whatever. So I would worry that they would be thinking more, this needs to be a franchise. This needs to be a cinematic universe or something. And it really doesn't. However, my red, green, pink, yellow, and blue tacos are on the table.
Yeah, my tacos are on the table just because it makes sense again.
Yeah, I definitely think it's happening.
Yeah, and Paramount is definitely like we're kind of shit canning right now. We need to make some money. Exactly. And Power Rangers is a franchise. I know that they can just jump behind and make sure.
So we just have to pray to the gods they do it correctly.
Yeah. So. I love that Sack Deadpool has a comment in there. It's like it just makes me think of the meme, the Britney Spears meme. Leave Britney alone, right? Leave the Rangers alone.
What's this other comment? He's personally canon to the Rangerverse?
Yes. So, fun fact: Sack Deadpool, is an actor and has personal ties to Power Rangers. We're just going to leave it at that.
Ooh, that is awesome.
Right? So,
once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
Right.
Yeah. I hope they do something with this. I've always loved Power Rangers, but going to Power Morphicon this year and seeing how big it was and how people are still super into this franchise, they have to do something with this IP.
Did we lose him?
No, I think
I'm here.
I think there's
okay.
Going on.
Oh, okay.
I was just done.
Oh, great. No, your like audio cut out for a second for me. So
yeah, he muted himself. Something was happening. All right. Well, do we have any other comments on Power Rangers before we move on?
All right, great.
Let's go and move on.
Then get your mysterious Sith Emperors in the Unknown Regions ready, nerds. Rumor has it that Lucasfilm is developing a new Star Wars series set in the iconic Knights of the Old Republic era.
Finally.
While it's uncertain if this series will directly adapt the game's narrative, there's optimism that some fan-favorite characters might appear. Even though KOTOR and Legends aren't officially part of current canon, Lucasfilm has previously reintroduced popular elements from that continuity. It was previously rumored that the project would tell other stories outside of the game's narrative before the rule of two and at a time when Revan and Malak were in their prime. Set nearly 4,000 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire, Knights of the Old Republic explores a time when Jedi and Sith forces clashed in epic battles across the galaxy. So, tacos on the table. Do you want a game adaptation of Knights of the Old Republic or an entirely new story?
All right.
Thoughts?
I'm into this. I was never into the Knights of the Old Republic, but I know
How
it's a
dare
huge...
you?
Oh, don't start with me. But I know it's huge to a lot of fans like yourselves, and I know it was a big pain point that it's not canon for people. So having them find a way to bring this into canon and do something and give it justice, and honor it, I think would be great for like long-term fans and for new fans to give us something to jump into.
Definitely, yeah. For me, I Knights of the Republic was one of the first video games I ever played, and it really just had an impact on me. It got me into RPGs, it got me into things like that. It somewhat indirectly got me into D&D, so it has a really big impact on me, and I love that era, and that all of the different stories you can tell, and the fact that everybody's kind of at their prime, and it's and there's a lot of elements of the High Republic now that they've taken, and I wonder if they're going to do something like that. I would love if they did something like the High Republic, where they made it more of a multimedia kind of thing. So there's books, there's comics, there's whatever, and then eventually we get a show or we get a movie or something,
right,
in that era. But that's kind of after it's been built up, and so maybe the movie or the show is like Knights of the Old Republic. Now, I would personally want them to do, I agree with Sack Deadpool there, but I think they should do an original story, because the problem with trying to just adapt the game is that it's an RPG, and you could do anything with it. You had choices, and there were different endings and different consequences and things.
Mhm.
And if you try to adapt an RPG, like I think they did really well with like Fallout or whatever, where they didn't try to, we're just going to adapt, Fallout 3 or New Vegas or something. No, we're going to make our own story in the universe. I think that's what they should do, where it's the same kind of continuity, the same kind of universe, but it's not Revan and Malik. It's, kind of another story or whatever. You can kind of mention them, but don't canonize anything with Revan is this person and looks like this and is this gender and is this,
well, okay,
this
so
ending.
there is a canon for,
There is like even
because there is a canon for Revan, because when they started expanding into comics, they had to canonize the character,
right. And I feel like that was
male.
I'm sorry.
I was saying the character is male, and he does go to the light side at the end of the story. So it's you get those elements of it.
And kind of what I'm saying there is I feel like that was a mistake. I understand what they had to do for it, but I feel like maybe we would need more to retain that, that kind of that magic, and that like, oh, we don't really know. And maybe, if we do have a series of Revan, they never take their mask off, or, we see them sparingly or whatever. And we can still have everybody else. We can have, oh, this is a series with, Canderous in it. This is a, like we can see people, but
ooh, Canderous Ordo would be dope, just to do like
Canderous series would be great, especially with all the Mandalorian stuff they're trying to do. Would be
it's like all an entire series about Canderous Ordo and how
and like his origins.
But then that would be cool, is because you would talk about how there were nomads before setting up shop on a planet, before they had an actual planet, and Mandalore was the title of the High Chief of the Mandalorians.
Yeah,
this is more like Game of Thrones in space.
That would be cool.
That would be very cool. That would be a fun series with the Mandalorians. And there's a bunch of stuff you could do outside of the actual story of the game, where you could talk about origins of things. You could do a Mandalorian Wars series. You could do a, something about Darth Tenebrae. You could do stuff about I don't know, all the different characters. You could do a series about Karth. That would be fun. That'd probably be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I like it. As long as they do it and they just tell good stories. I don't care if
exactly
how connected it is to the actual game.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like, let's take advantage of being able to do something new though as well.
Mm-hmm.
The fan cast for Revan is Keanu Reeves, and it's been that for a while.
I was going to ask you guys about that. Why is it always Keanu?
Because he looks like the canonical version of Revan.
He looks like the canonical version of Revan, and I think that he would have a really good take on the character.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Like, if we are going to make a canonical version of Revan, I would be in support of it being Keanu Reeves.
Right.
So point is, if you can't tell, also they've been doing this for you. I don't know if this is even going to happen. First of all, because I feel like we've been through this before.
Well, these rumors are probably closer than anything we've had. Like everything we had before this was, oh, we want this, we want that. I know. I was going to say Feige. I know. Filoni has been saying for years that he wants to canonize a lot of Knights of the Old Republic stuff. To the point where, he did canonize the Rule of Two, Darth Bane.
I think Revan themselves.
There was a reference to Revan in this last series that they did.
Yes, and in Rise of Skywalker, I think one of the Stormtrooper corps was the Revan Corps or something.
Yeah. So I mean, like, there are things where they've mentioned things from the Old Republic that would make sense. Oh, Aaron Watson, the High Chief Jamil Arif takes the stage. It's a Wu-Tang Clan reference.
Nice. Yeah. So anyway, so point is, my Mandalorian masked Dark Jedi turned Hero of the Republic tacos are on the table.
Yeah, my tacos are on the table. I think, again, I mentioned Filoni's been trying to canonize Old Republic for a long time. He's been trying to take elements of it and put it in Star Wars, but this would be a way for him to officially make Knights of the Old Republic something that's canon. And I know that he said that if he had his way, the game would the two games would come over as is and would be the history of Star Wars.
I like it.
I'm in support of this.
Just show me some cool lightsaber fights. That's all that matters right now. All right, who's got the next?
At least the first two games. I don't know about the Old Republic games. Just
well, I have played the MMO before. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's that some of that stuff would clash with some of the stuff.
There's certainly some stuff there.
Yeah, so like if anything, he would probably canonize the first two games. The MMO probably wouldn't be canonized just because of some of the storylines clashing with things that are currently canon.
Right.
But anyways, let's continue on. Is there any more comments on Star Wars?
Did James give his?
My 4,000-year-old tacos are on the table.
Great. There we go.
Old ass tacos. All right. Well, let's move on. In Flaming Head news, we're moving over to some MCU rumors, baby. The new rumor is swirling in the Marvel fan realm that claims studios working on a Ghost Rider series at Disney Plus. No details about the show or how it will be approached by the studio. It's a possibility we could see the anti-hero introduced in the long-rumored Midnight Suns movie. As for which version of Ghost Rider will enter the MCU, Nicolas Cage is also said to be returning to the role for the next Avengers movie after missing out on the return of Deadpool and Wolverine last summer, which, news came out that he was originally supposed to be in the movie, and there was even concept art with him in it, and they had to pull out at the last second. I guess there was a scheduling conflict. So Marvel Studios head of Marvel streaming, television and animation, Brad Winderbaum, has asked which one character he'd like to bring to TV. I would want to do Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider, he confirmed. I think there are a lot of people who would be there for some Ghost Rider. Ryan Gosling has said he would love to play the character. So, guys, rumors on tacos on the table. Which version of Ghost Rider do you want in the MCU?
Should what do you think?
I am not very familiar with Ghost Rider, so I don't really know what the different versions are. I don't know. I think this would be a very fun series. So, I mean, from what I know about Ghost Rider, he sounds like a very, very fun character.
He's a very dark character.
I mean, that's fun sometimes too. So
remember, he's the Ghost of Vengeance. So
he is the Ghost of Vengeance. But again, that still sounds like a fun series.
Yeah. If I were to pick any of the versions of Ghost Rider, I'm 100% jumping on Robbie Reyes. No, Robbie Reyes. Robbie Reyes is my favorite in the comic books.
But they did a Robbie Reyes, right, on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
They did, and the rumor is that again, Feige was saying that he's been wanting to bring Ghost Rider in for a while, and he wouldn't want to do Johnny Blaze just because he kind of is already in the realm of not bringing the first version of the characters, but also bringing over the history. So he was saying he really liked the Robbie Reyes version in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and would want to bring that version over, but then have acknowledgments to Johnny Blaze.
I dig it. I'm okay. Tacos on the table. I want to see some Ghost Rider, see what they do, and this whole Midnight Suns thing. Like, make it happen already.
Yeah.
Enough talking about it.
This is a very simple one. My flaming skeletal tacos are on the table. I mean, that's
Yeah, and Danny Ketch would be cool. Cosmic Ghost Rider. He's a fun character, but Danny Ketch would make sure would make sense in the world that they're building right now.
Gotcha.
Cool. All right.
Well, let's move on. We all put our rumors down, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Tacos down. All right, so let's move on to the next story here.
We've got a multiverse of MCU rumors, nerds. Actor Lee Jung-Jae, who is best known for his roles in Squid Game and The Acolyte, is rumored to be in talks to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe in an undisclosed role. So, talks on table. If Jung-Jae does join the MCU, who would you like to see him play?
Not Revan.
That's a hard call. Oh, you know what? I think I have an idea. Hold on. You guys continue.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, an Asian character. Is he going to show up in some kind of Shang-Chi type movie or
Right.
situation? But I don't know. I can't think of anything that comes to mind where like I need specifically him.
I'm trying
But
to
I
think specifically
do
like Korean heroes.
I
or
do like
something.
him as an actor. Like I watched Squid Game.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I'm not a fan of his weird Korean red hair, dyed hair in Squid Game 2.
It's Squid Game 2, yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Those wigs, man. They get me. Some people love them. But, bring him on. I want to see him. I liked him in Acolyte.
Yeah.
Until the end of the show, just because I didn't like his character by the end of the series.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a very mixed bag. So, but I think overall he was good. His accent was not the most understandable, I will say. Just to
remember, he learned English for that movie, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I don't really blame him for that, though.
Don't blame him for being Asian.
I'm not. No. I am blaming him for being Asian. That's what I'm. For the record, for everyone out there who does not know that I'm joking, I am joking. That was a joke.
Yeah.
I am not. No, I really did enjoy it. I enjoyed his character, certainly.
Yeah.
So,
he had an interesting arc. Interesting
arc.
Did. But
yeah,
bring
exactly.
him on.
He learned English in 6 months. Give it back. Yeah. No. I understand. I don't blame him for that. I'm just saying So, hey, for 6 months, that was pretty damn good.
Actually, while I'm thinking about this, because I saw some Brave New World Captain America stuff, I think they're going to go a little bit more grounded moving forward in the MCU. So you could have him be some kind of agent or diplomat or
that's exactly
something. Okay, go ahead. Do you have somebody?
No, so I was trying to remember the name, and then I remembered it as I was looking up the character, and because I couldn't find the character in here. It's a character that they did put in one of the Wolverine movies, but he was very, very minor. But he is a SHIELD agent. He is kind of a badass character. Agent Zero. Agent Zero would be dope if Jung-Jae played Agent Zero. But as I was going through some of the characters, because I was like, okay, looking up Asian Marvel characters and everything like that. Another character came to mind that I think he would be badass for. The thing is that it'd be a little bit culturally insensitive to have him play it, right? But I think he would be dope just because of his martial arts background and some of the things that he has. He would be dope as Silver Samurai.
They already had a Silver Samurai, right?
But then doing a good version of Silver Samurai, not the fucking giant robot.
Right? Yeah, not the mech suit in Origins. Yeah.
Yeah, so not what they did in the Wolverine, not what they did in. As much as I like the version of Silver Samurai that they used in they didn't use him in Big Hero 6 because technically he's a part of that team too.
Yeah.
No, so I mean, like if they did a decent version of Silver Samurai, he could play that character. The only thing is that you're asking a Korean man to play a Japanese character,
Right. Yeah.
Right.
It's a little.
but technically you could have him play Agent Zero because Agent Zero is in the comics currently is Korean American.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. I
Boom.
can see that.
There you go. Put it
Yeah,
all together.
and again, Agent Zero basically think Bullseye.
Okay.
Right, like basically he's one of those guys he's one of those guys where he's like a crack shot and you put any gun in his hand and he can pretty much bullseye anything with it.
Okay. Yeah.
Right,
No.
so-
That. All right.
Yeah, Agent Zero,
cool.
he's technically a mutant, and that's like his mutant powers that he can kind of like he has like prediction skills, so like
Your mutant power is shoot good.
that's kind of what it is. It's that he has really good reflexes, and his mutant power really is that he can pretty much place any shot wherever he wants it.
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
That'd be
I like that.
All right.
My tacos are on the table for that.
Yeah. I will say
also-
my nondescript, culturally sensitive tacos are on the table.
my I didn't know Koreans didn't pronounce J's
It's.
as
I
Y.
looked it up.
tacos.
It's either a y or a ch. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
I know his nickname is JJ. Like everybody on set calls him JJ.
Yeah, but I think in Korean it's a y. If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. Yeah, but I don't know. I honestly do not know.
Just like in Spanish, the J is
Like
a sound.
is a right.
I do.
Or
Thank you for
yeah.
teaching me about your Korean culture. I appreciate you. Okay,
You're Filipino,
let's
calm down.
let's keep it going. More MCU casting rumor nerds. Anya Taylor-Joy from Split and Queen's Gambit and Furiosa.
Furiosa.
Excuse me.
It's not Furiosa, it's Furiosa.
Furiosa is one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. So the new rumor claims she is in talks to join the MCU as Agent Zero. I'm just kidding. She's not Korean. The actress is being considered for a role in Peter Parker's upcoming Spider-Man 4 in a role that is being kept under wraps. This wouldn't be Taylor-Joy's first brush with the Marvel Universe. She has played Ilyana Rasputin, aka Magic, in Fox's ill-fated The New Mutants
Oh god.
movie. Remember that? Ugh.
All right.
Had high hopes. Tacos on the table. Who would you cast Anya Taylor-Joy as in the MCU?
I wouldn't have a problem with her being Ilyana Rasputin again.
I know. I
Yeah.
was going to say that. Like,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
like Magic is a badass character, right?
Totally.
That's Colossus's younger sister.
Yeah.
And Colossus exists in this universe now, right?
Mhm.
Because of Deadpool. So it's kind of like
Right.
we already have a screen accurate Colossus.
Mhm.
Like, give her a chance to do Magic again, but actually like knock it out of the park.
Yeah, as that proper character.
right? Like I wouldn't have a problem with her as Magic.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
Mhm. Sack Deadpool says Black Cat. That's another good one.
That was another one that I was kind of thinking of right now. Is either that or Silver Sable. Now that Sony is kind of backing off, it's like, okay, well,
Hopefully.
Black Cat makes a lot more sense than Silver Sable, just because Silver Sable is kind of a minor character.
Mhm.
Black
Mhm.
Cat is a major character in Spider-Man's universe, so
Yeah.
like it's kind of it would make sense to see an on-screen Black Cat.
Black
Yeah.
Cat has a lot of like women empowerment type vibes too. Like, remember when we were at LA Comic Con and they had a whole panel
Yeah.
just about Black Cat cosplay?
Right.
It's like it's one of those characters that's a fan favorite, especially among women. So I think bringing
Yeah.
Black Cat, and if anything, having Anya Taylor-Joy as Black Cat kill it at this role, then you do a spin-off with her as in a new series about Black Cat. That's what you do, Sony. Not a Craven the Hunter.
Right.
God, yeah.
Getting
Not
bitten by a
all the Spider-Man
radioactive
villains
lion,
without Spider-Man.
right? Come on. All right. That was that one. Who's got the next
Oh,
one?
I
Nords.
don't think we did tacos.
Oh, tacos. Oh,
Yeah.
So tacos were, who would you cast Anya Taylor-Joy as?
Oh.
I agree with Ileana or Black Cat. We have Sack Deadpool saying Gwen Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. She could do Gwen Stacy. I feel like, sad to say this, she may be too old to play Gwen Stacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got one for you.
Mhm.
Maybe young, hot smoke show Aunt May. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's rewind it. Let's bring it back. You know, let's get a little origin story.
I don't think we need to have made Aunt May any hotter.
She's another hot version of Aunt May. Like, oh yeah, we're going. She's gonna play another young version of a character we've already gotten. That's what we're
Yes.
Smoke show Aunt May.
Yeah,
That's
that's
I'm
gonna
thinking
happen.
we need that. We need that in the MCU. Smoke show Aunt May.
No, I'd be into Ileana or Black Cat. I think I'm gonna go for Black Cat. So my
so
my
the
leathery empowering tacos are at the table. I don't know.
the
It's
only
getting worse as we go on.
the only other person that I throw out there, and this one is more so because she likes to jump into these kind of immersive, roles and like these really complicated characters.
Mhm.
Monster.
Monster. What's Monster?
So Monster is she's
Too
not
deep cut.
exactly no, she's a pretty major Spider-Man villain right now. She's not exactly Green Goblin, but basically she is powers wise, she's the female Green Goblin.
Mm.
She basically she got the Goblin serum, and she's like somewhat disfigured, but at the same time she's a lot more unhinged than Green Goblin is.
Okay.
That may be
I could see that. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, and it's kind of like we haven't gotten a Green Goblin in this world, but a twist, like the Marvel twist that they do, is maybe we get Osborn in the next movie, and rather than Osborn being the Goblin, he experiments on this young woman and creates Monster. And that's the version of Goblin that we get.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Sounds
That
good.
can be interesting.
I'm still into Smoke Show Aunt May, but
Smoke Show Aunt
you be you. You be you with your monsters.
Yeah, and I just think Monster, and plus that's another left field character that like a lot of people wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's kind of expecting Felicia Hardy at this point, right? Like if you do Monster, then people are like all the deep cut nerds are gonna love it, and then all the casuals are gonna come in and be like, "This is a badass character."
Matter Web. Oh.
No, absolutely not.
Moving on.
Right.
Or you have her play Jessica, and you bring in a proper Spider Woman.
That too.
Yeah. All right. Well, time for some rumors from Hell's Kitchen, Nords. You know what I mean? Distance Nording. All of our Nords out there.
Yeah.
Everybody from Norway, we miss you.
Yes, we do.
There's a lot of Norwegians in Hell's Kitchen.
There are a lot of Norwegians in Hell's Kitchen. Fans are
More like Helsinki's Kitchen.
Fans are gearing up for the return of Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock in Daredevil Born Again. The series picks up 5 years after the end of Daredevil's Netflix show and will focus on Murdock, his close friends, and his nemesis, the Kingpin. The new take on the show, was originally picked up for 2 seasons, but rumor has it we may see at least one more set of episodes starring Marvel's favorite masked vigilante. The rumor is there are already ideas being discussed for Daredevil post-Secret Wars, not only for a 3rd season, but also his future inclusion in films. Tacos on the table. Do you see, or maybe Bat Radar kind of thing, whatever, 3 seasons of Daredevil?
Only 3 episodes in it? No.
3. Like, do you guys see a 3rd season?
I see what you're doing there.
They are awfully confident in this. If they're like, we already have a 3rd season, but I like it. It gives me some hope for it. So
They see a future with
yeah,
Daredevil.
I'm into it. I can see it.
Right. Oh, going back in the chat, Sack Deadpool was saying she could play Squirrel Girl. I think Melina Vintrub still has that.
Hmm.
Plus, you want to talk about smoke shows.
Yeah.
Melina Vintrub is a smoke show still, and she would be perfect as Squirrel Girl.
I thought Anna Kendrick had a line to be Squirrel Girl. Was that just
no,
weird
that was a rumor.
fetish of mine? I don't know.
Yeah, Melina Vintrub was she was already cast. They were going to do a West Coast Avengers series.
Oh
and,
yeah.
and then
Yeah. She's yep. That's Squirrel Girl. All right, there we go.
she like looks like Squirrel Girl if you look at her.
Oh yeah, no, I'm looking at her right now. I see it.
Yeah, she's stupid
Okay.
hot.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
A little
Everybody calm down. Back to Daredevil. 3 seasons. Yeah, I think they're gonna
That's
make
the guy
this
who
a
was
staple.
pitching Smoke Show Aunt May.
I think they're gonna back to Deadpool. I think they're gonna make this a staple show and bring it on for 3 seasons, and it's gonna be like
Speaking of smoke shows, of course.
the smoke show. I think they're gonna make this like a staple for Disney
Yeah.
Plus.
No,
Give
I
it a
think
little
it's
bit
good.
of foundation.
Yeah.
Especially now that they're like finding their footing and they know that they can go darker and do more adult content with their shows.
I almost think
Mhm.
kind of Echo and that kind of thing was a more almost a test for like, oh yeah, we can go darker. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And doing these more like grounded type series are a lot easier to do and bring higher and higher and higher versus doing magic and cosmic stuff that gets big so quick.
right, exactly.
So I think Daredevil's the way to go. Tacos on the
All right.
table.
Tacos on the table. Yeah, my
Yeah.
tacos are also on the table. I think we only get so much, but I think Feige's got a roadmap. He knows where they're going, what they want to do, and I'm sure he's already got plans for like, here's what's happening in these 2 seasons, leading up to everything going on up until Secret Wars, and then after Secret Wars, here's how we recover everything, and Daredevil is a part of that.
Okay, so my tacos containing there's red cabbage in there, there's tomatoes, there's just like really, really heavily spiced meat, some like a lot of paprika on there.
Mhm.
With there's kind of like a nacho cheese shell to it.
And a big ass stick.
And yes, and then there's cute little devil horns on it.
Yeah, just a big ass stick.
It's a big ass stick, and there's like cute little devil horns on there. I don't know.
That can mean so many different things. It could be like one of the oh god, what is the sticks that he uses? Filipino combat sticks. What are they called, Jen?
Eskrima?
So it's either the Eskrima sticks that he has,
The screaming stick, yeah.
right? Or it could be sticks, like stick that he fucking beats Daredevil with when he's training him.
Mm-hmm. Arnis
Or-
Eskrima?
Or it could be the band sticks. All right, so my tacos are on the table.
What did they do? Kilroy? Was that their song?
Come
Mr.
sail
Roboto.
away,
Mr.
renegade.
Roboto. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Roboto.
yeah.
Oh, Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
I actually got to see them live about a month ago. So
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Were they alive a month ago? Are
Oh
you
yeah.
sure it
No,
was that?
they're still 70 and jumping around that stage.
All right.
It was pretty damn good.
I don't know if they were jumping. Maybe they were
Oh no,
elevating
no, they
pieces
were
of
very
the
much
stage.
jumping. It was very theatrical.
I don't know if you call the handicap ramp elevating the stage, rolling them onto the stage, but I'll take it. That's fine.
It's like it's like Rod Stewart in South Park.
Yeah. Domo arigato for coming.
Okay, it's a
to the
great
show.
joke. Yeah.
Domo arigato for not canceling us. Okay, I'm gonna keep it going.
Yep.
My rumor tingle is still tingling, nerds. The Spider-Man 4 rumors had an early version of the movie featuring the Sinister Six, which kind of they were setting up, but the rumor is instead the movie is reportedly shifting to the supernatural realm, and it will be featuring Mephisto and Ghost Rider.
Ooh.
I don't know about this one. Tacos on the table. Will Spider-Man be the one to officially bring Mephisto into the MCU?
No.
I
No.
don't think so.
Here's
Okay,
here's why I say no. Hold on, because you heard me immediately say no, right?
Yep.
We already have where Mephisto is coming in at. One, Mephisto has been cast,
Mhm.
right? It's Sacha Baron Cohen is playing Mephisto. We know that already, and that's already been official. That we know that's official. He's been cast as Mephisto. Two, we know that Mephisto is supposed to show up in Ironheart.
Mhm.
So Mephisto is not going to be getting his debut in Spider-Man. Now, does that not mean that he still couldn't be the main villain? I think that is a possibility. And if they go that route, my tacos are 100% on the table that Mephisto comes in, introduces Ghost Rider, and Ghost Rider becomes the villain of the first of Spider-Man 4.
Oh, see, now you're. I like this.
And it is hero versus hero, and then it becomes a redemption story by the end, because that makes it a much more compelling story. In order to, like, you bring in a hero, it's kind of like how you do with Scarlet Witch, right? You have her be the villain of the story, but she's not necessarily a villain. She's just got her own goals, right?
Right.
And Ghost Rider is kind of a mindless character, but at the same time, he's the spirit of vengeance. His whole thing is he's going after he's going after sinners,
Right.
and making them realize their sins, right? So
Watch out, SHDU.
Whoa. Hold on.
So yeah, I 100% believe that if they're going to go the supernatural route rather than doing the Sinister Six, which, I mean, everybody's been wanting the Sinister Six, just not the way Sony wanted to do it.
Right.
If we go that route, then it's going to be Mephisto creating a Ghost Rider. So no matter which version of Ghost Rider we get, right? Creating a Ghost Rider and Peter fighting Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Especially remember where he left off. Like, he doesn't have anybody he knew or loved remembering him. So he's all alone, and maybe he's trying to find a way to get back to MJ or trying to save her, but he can't really. Maybe this is his way of, like, trying to save her. I think he's gonna try to do some kind of, I don't know, deal with the devil, selling his soul, so to speak.
That's good too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Where I am hoping, and I know James is going to not be on board for this. What I'm hoping is we finally get the villain version of Jacob Batalon.
Oh yeah, maybe it's like saving his friends, and he has to sign the deal with the devil. That's what I'm saying.
I need Jacob Batalon to finally become Hobgoblin.
Yeah, he needs some hair though, because he looks weird with his bald head.
I mean, he's been losing weight, so the whole thing is like it's. I imagine you see Jacob Batalon just ripped the fuck up, and he is going to become Hobgoblin. It's going to be ridiculous.
I'm in for that. See, I'm in for that.
Yeah, okay. My kind of somewhat sticky and webby tacos with
are they still horny? Are they horny tacos?
Tomatoes on their blue corn tortilla is on the table, of course. They're on the table.
All right, Jahmez, your tacos on the table now?
Yes.
After all the rumors I just made up right now.
I like all the rumors. I got more rumors too. Okay, more rumors from the multiverse nerds. The Avengers Doomsday rumors continue to roll in, and the latest one puts the spotlight on Earth's mightiest heroes, possibly facing off against dark, multiversal versions of themselves. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
The Avengers will fight evil versions of themselves in the upcoming blockbuster Tacos on the Table. Are we getting an evil version of America's ass? Maybe that variant's ass is flat. That's the evil
Yes,
version.
I 100% believe we are. Mainly because we already know we're getting Tony Stark as Doctor Doom.
Right.
Well, we don't know that he is actually that's a Tony Stark variant necessarily. do we?
In the comics, there is a variant of Tony Stark that becomes Doctor Doom.
That becomes Doctor Doom. Okay, then I'm in. Yep.
And that's kind of like when they first announced that he was going to play that, I thought that, okay, well, he's probably going to play Ultimate Doctor Doom, which is Tony Stark becomes Doctor Doom in a variant universe.
I gotcha.
But we kind of I've been making these predictions since the very beginning of when they announced that Chris Evans was coming back.
Yeah.
Right. So I said, well, the minute they said Chris Evans is coming back, Chris Evans is going to play Captain Hydra.
Yep.
Right. Because this is the best way you can bring in, like, they already made a reference to the version of the fact that canon in the comics, he was a sleeper agent and he ended up becoming Captain Hydra. He was a Hydra agent the entire time. Right. So this is a way you do a variant universe Captain Hydra. 2, we're going to get Lady Hydra. They just announced that ScarJo's coming back. Right.
All right.
Yeah.
If Scarlett Johansson's coming
Which we will
back,
get to in a little bit.
right. If Scarlett Johansson is coming back, then I think she's going to be Lady Hydra. So not Madam Hydra. Obviously, that's
Val
De Valentina, right?
Yeah.
But I think she's going to be Lady Hydra, which is a Hydra variant of Black Widow.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
And then the other big rumor that's out there is they're saying that Maestro is going to be the version of the Hulk we're going to get. Maestro, if you guys are unfamiliar with Maestro, he is fucking terrifying, right?
The one with the beard.
He's the one with the beard, right? So he's the one with the white beard. He's sentient. He's intelligent. The Hulk in the future, because he's a future variant of the Hulk, he basically takes over the world and cannibalizes people. Right.
Oh.
So at the point where he lives, he's eaten everybody on Earth.
Oh.
Yeah. He is fucking evil, man. But he's also amassed all of the knowledge of the universe. So he is ridiculously intelligent. And that's why they call him Maestro.
But he probably makes really good tacos.
He probably makes better tacos than the ones that he had in Endgame.
I'm just saying.
He did.
That's a lot of eating.
He did.
A billion people.
He did give Ant-Man some tacos.
Yeah.
But that's my prediction on the rumors. We're getting Captain Hydra. We're getting Lady Hydra. We're getting Maestro.
That's interesting. I wonder if they do some kind of world or universe where like Hydra won, and we get a whole Hydra team.
Yeah,
that might be fun.
Or you get Dark Avengers, and that's leading into a whole different thing,
right?
If we that has more to do with God, why am I forgetting his name all of a sudden? Osborn. You know, but I mean, like, I know we're gonna get Norman pretty soon. The minute we get Norman, I think they're gonna kick off Dark Avengers real quick.
Yeah.
Sandra says, so Hydra Bob will appear at some point.
That would be hilarious. I don't know if they're actually gonna bring Hydra Bob into the universe, because they did do a reference with Hydra Bob and in Deadpool 1, but he wasn't, like, you know, in the Hydra costume. But I mean, like, if we get like a comic book accurate Hydra Bob, that would be hilarious. Yeah. Might as well fucking bring in Jeff the Land Shark.
Yeah.
There have been rumors, because Jeff is a big hit.
He is. He's
on
massive.
That Marvel Rivals game. Big hit. So
all right,
we shall see.
I'm in. All right. What do I do here? My multiversal reversed tacos are on the table. They are, of course, the shell itself is the meat, and then you know continue to go there. There's the cheese there. There's the lettuce, then everything as you go, kind of inward. reverse taco. Anyway,
Any more comments before we move on to the next?
They're
No, I
obviously
I love it.
octopus
You are
tacos.
convincing me with your pitches here.
I'm that nerd. So, what were you saying, James?
I got you.
I was gonna say they're octopus tacos, obviously.
Yes, yes. Hail Hydra, cut off one head and the two shall emerge.
Yeah, you eat one
Yes.
and two more tacos show up.
Oh
I
my
like
god,
it.
I want Hydra tacos.
Yeah, wait, hold on. That sounds great.
Hail Hydra.
I
Hail
don't
Hydra.
want them to be octopus because I have a moral problem with that. But
Hey, pulpo is delicious. Okay,
Yeah.
but they're sentient. Anyway,
They got 8 arms. It's all
Exactly.
right.
and they grow back.
And they grow
I
back.
know they do,
Come
but
on.
we still shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. Well, the next Black Panther is the Human Torch. Nerds.
Ooh.
Michael B. Jordan made a lasting impression in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the villain Erik Killmonger in Black Panther. Jordan's Killmonger was a great, strong, complex, and fierce character. Loved that take
Mhm.
on Erik Killmonger because it was such a Killmonger was not that complex of a character in the comics. They put it on its head and made him so complex and so good, right? He also appeared as a variant in Marvel's What If series and in the Ancestral Plane during Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Now, it's being reported that Jordan might once again return to to the role of Killmonger in one of Marvel's upcoming Avenger films, but as a Black Panther variant.
Ooh.
Okay.
That would be
All
so
right.
dope. So, tacos on the table. Is Michael B. Jordan going to be the next Black Panther?
Ooh. Yeah,
I
can see it.
I
I'm
kind
in.
of like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Tacos on the table. I think finding a way to bring him back into the mix somehow, maybe switch up his character a little bit. I kind of like this. Maybe in his universe, he stayed in Wakanda and T'Challa is the one that left and went to Oakland or something. So maybe this Killmonger has all the honor or something. But I kind of like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. You're good. Please.
What kind of tacos you got, should do?
Oh, okay. I see. My kind of like ambiently purple ancestral tacos.
Or Panther tacos.
They're panther tacos. They're the sacred
Mhm.
tacos of Bast. They are on the table.
I like
You
it.
wouldn't eat octopus tacos, but
But
you'll
you'll
eat panther tacos?
No, they don't actually have panther in them. They're just blessed by Bast.
Oh, okay.
The vegetarian. So I waited to go last because I'm not gonna try and like linger on this too much. We still have so much that we have to talk about.
We do.
Michael B. Jordan. There have been rumors for a while, especially after oh god, I always forget people's names when I need them.
In what? Who he played? The movie he was in? Ryan
No,
Coogler?
not Ryan Coogler. Chadwick Boseman.
Yes.
So when Chad died, everybody went to, okay, let's do a variant version of Killmonger and he's the Black Panther and we get a Black Panther, and Michael B. Jordan continues on the legacy of Black Panther. And they kind of did that with the What If story. But a lot of people have been saying that's what they want, right? So I mean, like, a variant of it in Secret Wars would be a good way to kind of acknowledge what the fans were asking for without kind of like, dismissing the past. Because he was so good as Killmonger. So it's kind of like you don't want to take all that out. There is a rumor, Sack Deadpool, on who Denzel is playing, or actually I think they may have confirmed who he's playing. I don't remember if it was a rumor or if that was
It's a rumor.
It's a rumor. Rumor is he's playing Storm's dad.
Ooh. Okay.
Denzel Washington is playing. I'm sorry for people who are listening. Denzel Washington, because he's mentioning that they're bringing Denzel into the fold for Black Panther 3. Rumor is that he's playing he is playing Storm's dad, and they're going to be introducing Storm in Black Panther 3. And in Black Panther 3, T'Challa Jr. is supposed to be at minimum a teenager. And they're introducing T'Challa and Aurora together. So that way we can get that relationship.
Ooh, okay. All right.
All right. That's
Okay.
interesting.
Well, yeah,
That took a turn.
I'm in.
That took a turn.
Yeah. But again, that's the Denzel Washington rumor. Again, I am 100% behind a Killmonger version of Black Panther.
Yeah.
Because it would be a massive fan service, and it makes sense for a movie like Secret Wars.
Yeah, definitely.
You're doing like multiversal versions of the characters.
My talk is on the table for that as
Great.
well.
All right. And for the last of our rumors, is this Budapest? Nerds.
Yes.
With Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars set to include several of the original Avengers heroes from the MCU, bringing all 6 team members back together for an epic assembly would be an awesome moment for fans to experience. Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark, Chris Hemsworth's Thor, Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye, and Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow back together would be amazing. The rumor is that Johansson is in talks to reprise her role for the next Avengers movies. So, talk is on the table. Does Black Widow and Iron Man / Doctor Doom coming back cheapen the sacrifices of the other Avengers films?
So again, I mentioned earlier, right? I don't think she's coming back as the version of Black Widow that everybody's thinking of, right? It's not going to be Black Widow that sacrificed herself for the universe. This is going to be the Hydra version of Black Widow, just like we're going to be getting the Hydra version of Steve Rogers. We're getting Dr. Doom, Tony Stark. Thor, I can't immediately think of a variant for that. Again, the Hulk would be getting.
Oh, come on, his brother.
Loki?
Chris Hemsworth's brother is going to be Thor.
Oh, Chris Hemsworth is going to be Thor. Oh, but we're trying to think of like the multiversal version of Thor.
Oh, bring back Loki then.
Right. Again, Mark Ruffalo coming back as Maestro, and then easy enough for Jeremy Renner. He's already gone down that dark road.
Right. You get everyone's Ronan.
Right. You just kind of have him continue on as Ronan, but Ronan gets more and more unhinged.
Yeah.
Got it.
He kind of is. Ronan is kind of an unhinged character. I mean, if you watched Echo, you know.
Oh yeah.
He goes pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think Johansson's going to come back. Tacos on the table. I don't know if she's going to be. So the question was, does it cheapen their sacrifices of their characters that we've seen? I think enough time has passed.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, if they are different versions of the characters, I don't think that really
Right. And that's the point I'm making, is it doesn't cheapen the characters because we're not getting that version of the character back.
Right, exactly. It's like, yeah, that version of the character is dead.
Yeah. Right.
This is a variance. Just like it didn't cheapen Loki's sacrifice to have an entire series about a variant of him.
That's actually a really good point. I was going to bring up Gamora.
Yeah, Gamora. Yeah, that's another great example.
Because it doesn't cheapen the sacrifices they had to make, and us losing Gamora.
Right.
But then this new version of Gamora is just something different. Okay, all right, I'm on board. I'm on board. Great. You guys got me. All right, tacos. Table.
Yeah. My sacrificial soulstone tacos are on the table.
I like it.
Use some of the dust from the soulstone for spicing.
Very crunchy stone tacos.
Right. Okay. So, Cosmic Tyrant Thor is who Sacramento Deadpool is talking about right now.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So he's an evil variant of Thor.
I can see that.
That actually would be kind of fun to bring in like Cosmic Tyrant Thor.
Yeah.
Like he like enslaves the fucking entire universe.
Eek.
It's kind of savage.
Yeah.
The only thing is, if you have a Thor that's that powerful, does he work with anybody else?
Right.
Right. So yeah, that's it for rumors, guys. And again, I already kind of gave my, I don't think it cheapens the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any comments before we move on and change the
No,
segment?
that's it. Let's get it going.
All right. Well, let's jump into the next segment, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for that part of the show. It is now time for the download.
All right.
Don't forget, for more news, trailers, reactions, check out the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook. Let us know what you're nerding out on. We added I think 5 trailers this morning, so go check out all the latest trailers, all the latest news in the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook. Getting into the news, can spiderwebs be tied in knots? The answer is yes.
I'm so happy about this.
Spider-Man co-stars Tom Holland and Zendaya are officially engaged. Speculation of Holland and Zendaya being engaged began this evening, or actually the other day during the Golden Globes. They showed up at the Golden Globes sporting a rather massive diamond ring on her wedding finger. Fans were quick to presume that this meant that Zendaya and longtime partner Holland had finally taken the next step in their relationship, and now that is true. TMZ, which is the all sources of truth and news, reports that Holland proposed to Zendaya within the past couple of weeks, specifically on a date between Christmas Day and New Year's. Congrats to
good
Holland
for them.
and Zendaya.
Yeah, this made me so happy. I mean, they're such a cute couple, man. So it's like
They are.
Yeah, I'm very happy that they that they're doing and taking this next step.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great. All right,
good for them.
Absolutely.
So
bad for the rest of us, but good for them.
I know. Still so hot.
In further news, will Tom Holland murder all of Zendaya's suitors? Christopher Nolan's next big film project, which is titled The Odyssey. Universal Pictures said the film is described as a mythic action epic shot across the world using brand new IMAX film technology. Nolan has assembled a staggering list of actors for the film, which includes Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Zendaya, Lupita Nyong'o, Robert Pattinson, and Charlize Theron, among others. Nolan is set to write and will produce with Emma Thomas under their Syncope banner, and the production start date is set sometime in the first half of 2025, this very year. The film brings Homer's foundational saga to IMAX film screens for the first time and opens in theaters everywhere on July 17th of 2026.
Oh.
Doing the Odyssey, apparently.
Yeah, okay. So no, because I saw the Odyssey and I was thinking that it was just Christopher Nolan being clever. But he's like,
no, I think it's the actual Odyssey.
Yeah, he's doing the actual Odyssey.
Yeah, he's doing the actual Odyssey, which is why I made the joke in the beginning. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder. See what I wonder about is because of the sensibilities that Christopher Nolan has. Is it going to be like Homer's Odyssey, or is it going to be like a more updated version of it?
I do wonder that. I hope that they stay pretty faithful to it.
I mean, I would love to see him do a modernized version of it, but it's still the same exact story, the same exact beats, everything like that. Because Nolan has a way about him where he can pull it off and make everything make sense. Right? Like you still deal with the sirens, you still deal with the Cyclops, you still deal with portions of the Trojan War. Like, I mean, there's a lot of things.
Yeah, like I think keep the time period and keep the mythology and all of that, but I think you can kind of update it as in have, it doesn't have to be exact quotes or anything. It can be, we're doing some things differently. Like Troy or whatever, like that, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, like when I say modernize, I mean like really modernize the story, like make it something that's set in present day, but at the same time, you're not losing the story.
The
thing is tell yes, it is for anybody who's into literary, it is a classic story. It is it is the archetypal, greatest story ever told. The hero's journey is based on Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Star Wars wouldn't exist if the Odyssey didn't come first.
Exactly.
But the thing is do you really want to go and just tell a story or do something that is like, again, think of your favorite story, the Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Your modern.
No, I agree. I see where you're coming from. Certainly.
Yeah, like something where you can modernize the story, but you're also not you're not using modernity as a crutch. It's just more, it's a different take on the story, but it's still
Okay.
the same story beats.
Sure.
You're still dealing with the same elements that he dealt with.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So I guess it is more of kind of a Percy Jackson vibe where you still have the sirens, still have all the gods doing stuff, but it's just in modern times. Okay. I can see that. Sure.
Right. Because I think that would be kind of like a cool story. Like,
Yeah.
Or I mean, again, this would be the first time that the Odyssey itself is on screen. So I mean, I can see.
Yeah, I also think there's something to be said for that, for keeping it kind of ancient.
Yeah. The thing is that I would hope, because of how large the Odyssey is, that he does not try and do this all in one film. Because
I would almost rather this be like a series.
Yeah, because he's gonna have to cut shit out if he tries to tell this whole story in one movie.
Yeah, exactly. So do the Odyssey 1, 2, and 3 or whatever.
Yeah, I would much rather that he breaks it up and does 3 films.
Plus that kind of the story lends itself to that,
right? Because it's broken up in the way it's broken up in the acts in that story is it's designed for that. So
exactly. So
break that up and tell that story over 3 movies and not sacrifice beats of the story.
Exactly. So, well, whatever this is, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what comes of it, and I trust Nolan. I trust that it's in good hands.
Right. It's Christopher Nolan, so I mean, I trust anything the man makes.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sack Deadpool is saying this is Nolan. We're talking about the Odyssey. Is going to be at least 9 films.
Awesome.
James, any comments before we move on?
No, I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I would prefer the an adaptation of the original story, but yeah, taking your time with it. 3 movie type trilogy, maybe 4. Let Nolan cook. Let Nolan cook.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
The man knows how to tell a story over multiple movies, so it's like, let him do that, especially with the Odyssey.
Yeah. Just like The Dark Knight.
Right. And of course, there is no place like home.
You're not wrong. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Batman is currently on Filipino time.
Yeah.
Currently.
It is on CP time. It is on Color People time. Warner Brothers has made some release date changes for some of the upcoming big film projects, including Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2, which is getting pushed back an entire fucking year.
Whoa.
I'm a little upset about this. The original release date was October 2nd, 2026, but has been moved to October 1st, 2027. Production on the film hasn't started, and one of the most recent updates we had from James Gunn, a script for the film hasn't even been turned in yet. Yeah. Additionally, Hollywood Shuffle news, Bong Joon-ho and Robert Pattinson's Mickey 17 has been moved to March 7th in IMAX, while Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan's Sinners will be released on April 18th with IMAX screens as well. Those 2 films switched up their release dates as well.
Come on, Batman.
Yeah.
Wait, 2 years, 2.5 years for this movie now? This is so. When did the first one come out? Like, not last year.
No.
Year before?
It's been almost, I think, 3 years since the Batman came out.
Has it?
2022.
No way.
2020.
Yeah. Wow. So we're gonna wait 5 years in between these 2 films?
Batman Year 1, more like Batman Year 6.
It was March 1st. It was released March 1st, 2022.
Damn.
Jeez. That
So
sucks.
yeah, so that means we really are almost 3 years in.
Yeah.
That's rough.
All right.
I did not like
Well.
that. I did not like that. But
I don't like that at all.
you got to do what you got to do. All right, let's keep it going. Seriously though, Batman is on Filipino time. What is happening to Batman right now?
So
Andy Muschietti, the director of The Flash, recently shed some light on the status of his highly anticipated DCU project, Batman the Brave and the Bold. In a recent interview, Muschietti explained the Batman, Brave and the Bold project has been postponed a little bit, so he might do another film before that. Gunn's vision for the DCU prioritizes storytelling above all else, and this news suggests that the Brave and the Bold is still in the early stages of development.
yeah,
Okay.
So just think, the only Batman we get for like the next 2 or 3 years is like the Flash of Batman we see in Creature Commandos.
Creature Commandos,
That's all the
Right.
Batman we get.
the one that the internet is completely like fucking imploding over.
Right. It's dissected. Well, so we have that. Yeah, we have the Batman and because we have the Batman in the window, and then we have the Batman on the spike. So
Oh yeah.
those two versions of Batman's all we get.
Yeah, it's funny because like the amount of people that are just blowing up over like they've been calling them thick Batman
Batman. Yeah.
because like like they did the flash of him over Dr. Phosphorus
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's just freaking out because like they made him fat. Like no, he's just fucking massive.
It
Yeah,
was
that's
very
Batman.
Frank Miller.
It was very Frank Miller. He
Yeah.
was
That's how Batman looks.
Yeah.
So
Again, everybody tends to forget that he is 6'5", 220 pounds. The dude is massive.
right. Exactly.
Batman is
He's
a
Batman.
big dude.
Hey, 225 isn't that massive? Okay, can we
No
just
offense,
pull that
James.
back? We'll edit that in post.
If it's muscle, if it's muscle, it
225
is.
of pure
If it's
muscle,
not muscle,
6'5" is a
then
big
no.
guy.
But yeah, with 6'5", exactly. Yeah, that's a big person. I have more like kind of like Gimli proportions. So
Right.
my man,
Brock
some
Lesnar
good-
in a cowl.
You need me to get you an Apple box.
some good DCU news. Jason Momoa is officially returning to the DC cinematic universe, but this time he will be taking on the role of Lobo.
Yeah.
It was also revealed that Lobo will make his debut in Supergirl, The Woman of Tomorrow. Momoa confirmed the news on Instagram by sharing a past quote from an interview with Fandango during the press tour for Aquaman 2. So Lobo was I collect comics and I don't do so much anymore, but he was always my favorite, and I always wanted to play Lobo. And I'm like, hello, it's a perfect role. I mean, listen, if they call and ask me to play him, it's like, fuck yeah. I haven't received that call, so I don't want to put any fake news out there. But if they ever call me and ask me to play or ask me to audition, I'm there.
That came with the caption.
Oh, that came with the caption. They called. Variety confirmed that he will appear in the Supergirl movie.
Yeah. No, I'm so excited about this, and James Gunn also confirmed it.
Mhm.
So it's just like James Gunn confirming it, Jason Momoa confirming it. We know he's coming. He's going to come in as Lobo. We've been calling this from the beginning. I think
He is a perfect logo.
Well, I think at one point we were saying that. I remember me and James early on in the show. We were just like, "Oh man, it's like Aquaman doesn't make sense. He should be Lobo. Lobo would be great." And now he's playing Lobo.
And now he's Lobo.
We could do this. We could write for DC. You can happen.
I know, right? It's like we're over here like predicting this like 3 years ago.
Right. I think the internet has been predicting this for years.
Yeah.
So
I think this is a good casting. I'm glad they're doing it.
I
And it
think
kind of
so.
sucks, yes, that we lose Cavill and Batfleck and all that, but
Yeah.
technically
I
we're
don't know.
losing
I could
Aquaman
see-
too. But
I can see some of them coming back as different characters too. Certainly.
So.
So.
But he is Lobo.
Yeah,
And of course, we need Ben Affleck to play a Daredevil variant in Secret Wars. So
God. I'm just hoping that I know DC is going the route of like rated R and everybody's cussing and doing whatever and whatnot. I just hope they still get Lobo to say frag.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because that was DC in the comics. That was their way of getting him to cuss without cussing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So they were just like, okay, well, we can't
That would
have
be very
cuss in
funny.
comics. So we're gonna make up a word that Lobo uses so that he can emphasize and cuss as much as he wants.
Right. Well, it's like frack in
Battlestar.
in Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. So
I
like
totally
it's gonna be great. Like where like everybody else is saying fuck, shit, damn, whatever through the movie, and he's still saying frag. It's gonna be great.
Okay. I love it. All right.
Get out of my
Yeah.
I'd wear a shirt that said
I have
frag.
been sold on Jason Momoa for Lobo for years. So yeah.
Oh God, you're fragged.
You're fraggle rocked.
I would totally wear a shirt that said frag on it. You know what other shirts we would wear? Yeah. We would wear a distance nerding shirt because we got merch, people.
Nice. Nice. That was good.
We
That
got
was solid.
merch. We got merch, people. I like this. We don't have a hat, even though that hat on the screen is gone. But
we have
we
been
got
getting requests. A lot of people have been saying ever since God, what's her name? The comic book store person.
What?
Are you talking about
Comics Vault.
Oh
I know. I fucking forget everybody's names, man. Comics Vault. Like a couple weeks ago, said she wanted beanies. Right? And since she said that, now we're like everybody that I talked to is like, so you guys coming out with beanies or what? Like, fuck.
I do a beanie. I'm into a beanie.
Would rock
Okay,
a beanie.
we can try to make something happen.
Yeah.
But until then, we have shirts, people, and so can you just DM us at Distance Nerding. Let us know what size you're looking for, how many you're looking for. Do you want the logo shirt on the left or the character shirt on the right? You know, all you gotta do is DM us, let us know. And they're $20 each or 25 if we gotta ship it to you. They're actually 37 if you live in Florida, because we gotta charge a premium to Florida.
Right.
I swear, if anybody orders from Florida, I am gonna charge them $37.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, but come get those shirts, people.
That's
All
right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk schedule here. I did play a game stream on Monday. Now, I think I got James really excited because he put in the notes, it's back Mondays, baby. No, it was back last Monday. I still work on Mondays. I just didn't have a job this Monday, so I stayed home. But hopefully I do start getting some time to get some game streams back in. The plan hopefully is when my schedule switches and I start getting Saturdays off, I may start doing game stream Saturday mornings. But or I may start doing like Friday night things or something like that, just because I went and played on this last Monday. I went and played Epic Mickey Rebrushed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually a really good game. The puzzle solving is really good. It's a really solid game. And then the second half of the stream, I played Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Yeah.
And again, really good game. Like the fight mechanics in the game are really good. The like a lot. It's everything is hand to hand combat. So it's all like like fisticuffs.
Nice.
And a whip. So you can like whip people. And then you can like fight people hand to hand, right? And you do get a revolver, but I have not shot a single shot in this entire game because like the majority of the game is stealth, right? So you kind of don't want to shoot around because then you're just gonna alert all of the black shirts. You're fighting the Italian fascists.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So you're still fighting like fascists. You're just fighting different fascists,
right?
Great. The only time I've used guns in the entire game was so one of the things you can do is you can pick up one of the M1 Garands, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
you can use it and like shoot people with it, or you can flip it around and you can bludgeon people with it.
That's
Whoa.
awesome.
And that's what I've been doing is because you use a lot of like bludgeoning weapons and stuff,
Yeah.
to, like knock people out. So I've been like, anytime I pick up a gun, I just turn it around and I just like beat people with the butt of the gun.
That's great.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Well-
I've been meaning to try to get into that. So.
It's a good game. And also,
Yeah.
if you're an Indiana Jones fan, the very opening scene of the game, they recreated the opening from
Oh,
Raiders.
that's awesome. From like the whole temple thing.
Yeah, so you get
Oh,
to
that's
see that
cool.
scene from Raiders.
That's amazing.
It's so cool, like down to the bag of the sand and switching it with the idol,
Nice.
and then the rock and everything like that. It's really good. You know, I'm actually really happy with it.
That's
Somebody
amazing.
say, somebody say The Rock?
Yes, the Rock chasing Indiana Jones.
If you smell.
I'm trying to remember the name of the actor that plays. That's who I was trying to bring up earlier. Hold on, Indiana Jones and the
Indy. You been that guy. John. What's his name? No, I lost it.
Harrison Ford. Oh.
No. So Troy Baker.
Troy Baker. Yeah.
Troy Baker, who's an amazing voice actor, who's at SAC Anime. Troy Baker, he was the one from Mass Effect that I was talking about.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
Troy Baker plays Indiana Jones in this game.
Ooh.
Dead on Harrison Ford. Like, you cannot tell the difference.
Hmm.
He sounds down to the mannerisms. He sounds exactly like Harrison Ford. It is great.
He was also in The Last of Us. He was also Troy Baker.
Troy Baker was also in The
yeah.
Last of Us. He's
Troy Baker was Joel.
he plays Joel in the game.
Yeah.
Troy Baker also plays the Joker in the Suicide Squad cartoons.
Ooh.
And again, the dude is amazing on voice matching because he sounds 100% like Mark Hamill.
Nice.
Right?
Harrison Ford.
He sounds like Harrison Ford. So basically, Troy Baker, if they ever did like a Star Wars game that takes place in the original trilogy, like he would play the entire cast. It
Yeah,
would
that's what I'm saying. He just played the entire cast. I'm sure he could probably do a Leia if he tried.
It's great, man. Because like I said, he can play Luke. He can play young Luke because he does Mark Hamill's voice, and it's dead on.
Oh, so there's Kai Lang in
yeah.
Mass Effect.
Yeah, and then he plays, like I said, his Harrison Ford is dead on. It's to the
Very cool.
mannerisms, the way he says it. It doesn't sound exaggerated. He sounds like Harrison Ford. It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, congratulations, Sack Deadpool. He's going to be shooting a fan film, and he's playing Indiana Jones.
Nice.
Bum-ba-dum-bum,
But I jumped into this, guys. That's the game that I played on Monday. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some other streams going, and we'll play more of those games. I'm also debating on whether I should stream the game streams on YouTube instead of Twitch, just because we have a bigger audience on
Why can't you do both?
YouTube. I could if I started paying for the service on Streamlabs.
Mm.
Okay. So you can only choose one.
Yeah. If you
Do it on
pay
YouTube.
if you pay for the Streamlabs service, you can do up to 3.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
We'll see what
don't
happens.
forget, buy us tacos.
yeah, that's right. Well,
Yes.
Tuesdays, the download, the show you're listening to right now or watching right now, typically goes from 6:30 to 8:30. Of course, we ran a little bit long because my dumbass started it late. It's 180 a year, Sack Deadpool. Thursdays and Fridays we do the build. So Thursdays from 6 to 8 and Fridays from 6 to 7. We are talking with fun people and doing interviews and everything like that. Now this week, Thursday we'll be doing an interview with. Let me pull up my schedule here. Thursday we're going to be doing an interview with Guy Quintero. was an Army vet as well as a comic creator. And he's got a comic that we're going to be talking about. Friday, we're not going to be doing a show because we are opting to switch the day. We're actually going to do a Sunday show this week, guys. So at noon on Sunday, we're going to be talking with actor and comic creator Ian Foltz.
Awesome.
Nice. All right.
Because that was the day that worked best for him. So,
Very cool.
are we calling the show hashtag Pedal Mustache?
Maybe.
No, we're definitely not doing that.
James and the Giant Pedal Mustache. That's going to be the name of the show.
No, we're definitely not calling it that.
But yeah, so that's our schedule right there, guys. Now, with that being said, SHDU, I need you to give us all of your pluggables, sir. What
All
are
right. All right. I am SHDU Studios on YouTube and on Instagram. I currently do Elder Scrolls content, TTRPG videos, lore from my own fantasy world, my own custom music, paranormal investigations, and so much other nerdy stuff. I am also on Frey's channel. We have a little series called Classified, where we take your favorite pop culture characters and place them into their respective D&D classes. Journals of the Peoples replaced Journals of the Classes. In that series, we'll go over the different peoples, races, or species that inhabit the worlds of D&D. In the meantime, we are filming Season 2 of Classified at some point, hopefully tomorrow. I am in the Distance Learning sphere as well. I am on the download on Tuesdays, which is the very show you're watching right now. The build on Thursdays and sometimes Fridays, obviously not this week. The very show, yeah, that's the show. And I am supposedly on Kyber Cave Productions. Once again, supposedly.
Eventually. All right.
I'm always looking to see what's on SHDU's shelves.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
Like
zoom
Funko Pops?
Enhanced, no.
Yeah.
There's a Green Lantern Funko Pop up there.
Can I have it?
There's all the Green Lantern rings.
Yeah,
There's all the
Can
rings.
I have them?
No.
Okay.
There's some Lego stuff up there. There's
Ooh, can I have those?
there's a Lego Sinestro, there's a Lego Hal
I'll take
Jordan,
that.
there's a Wonder Woman, and there's a Hal
Look
Jordan.
at you,
Green Lantern.
little Green Lantern fan.
I used to be much more into it. You can't see over here, but actually, Frey at some point painted me all the logos for the different cores
Oh, that's dope.
That's awesome.
in a thing. Yeah,
Cool.
so it's pretty cool. Yeah, and
dig it.
there's a bunch of other shit up. There's a Stormtrooper up there too. So
In,
like
darkest, in darkest night, no evil shall escape my mind. For those who worship evil's light, beware my
power.
beware my power. Green Lantern.
Green Lantern's light. Woo! Yeah.
All right. Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on and make sure to let us know in the Facebook group, The Distance Nerdington Post.
Now, nerds, it's really easy. All you got to do is head over to the website, go up to the top of the page right there. You see a big button that says "Buy us a taco." You can join the taco party. Buy us a taco and join the taco party. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you join the taco party, that helps us continue to do more things, do more shows, go out and do more events. We need to actually get back in the swing of doing like trivia and stuff like that. So like, maybe we start talking with I forget the names of everything today. Rabbit,
What is happening?
Jack Rabbit Brewery. Jack Rabbit Brewing. Like maybe we talk to Jack Rabbit Brewing about doing like a distance nerding trivia.
Trivia?
Yeah.
Yes, we will. We will be doing that again at some point. I'm still writing questions. And...
Oh, but I mean a live event.
Oh, like a live event. Oh yeah.
Let's do both.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if you'll pay for the plane tickets,
I know, right?
Again, I will do anything for money or plane tickets.
There you go. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to connect with us, taco party. Ladies and gentlemen, If you would like to connect with us on all the social media places, if it exists, we are there. And we're trying to have conversations and have fun and do all that kind of fun stuff. Connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's not X. We're never calling it X. Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, MySpace, Vine. I skipped Blue Sky, but I'm on that more than anything now. Geos, Friendster, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals, the beard, Jahmez's glasses, judging you for not buying all the merch, and SHDU with all the videos he has performing a 3-penny opera and everything else he does for money.
Yes, of course.
Because SHDU will do anything for money. We know this. 4 pennies will get you a ZJ. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we are
Sorry, what now? Sorry.
If you don't know what that
Just keep going.
everywhere at Distance Nerding. And of course, if you would like us to break up with your girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, or just tell us how much you enjoy us, hate us, or wish the internet would consume us completely and spit us out at the feet of Mephisto while he's imbuing power into the Ghost Rider.
Woo.
Then you can send an email at Dist.
Yeah, we're not calling the show.
I will say I have just looked up what 3-penny opera means, and I fully support it. I now fully support it. It is not something dirty like I thought it was. I fully support it.
That's the point. Your mom came up with that joke. So.
I know, and she told me earlier it's not something dirty. You should look it up, and I was like, all right. So, yep, I fully support that.
Yeah. Oh, I missed LinkedIn apparently.
Yes, LinkedIn, of course.
Yeah, we're on LinkedIn. Call us on LinkedIn. Get
we are also on Tinder if you can find us.
Sure, we'll go with that. It's nerding at AOL.com, and we will read your email live on air. And that is the fun of that. So, as
Dance party time. Thanks, everybody. And keep nerding together.
Keep nerding together.
Nerding together.
Question mark?
Nerds.
That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this dance party. It is now time for the dance party. We'll see everybody on Thursday.
Oh, are we on Bumble?
Probably not, but we can make
That
it.
Deadpool wants it on Bumble. Ooh, message us if you want stickers. You got stickers?
Hey!
Oh, where'd you come from?
Distance nerding.
Good on stickers. I want some tacos.
For that friendship.
That's awesome.
Is that a blue lemon ring?
Uh-huh. I was gonna do all of them. I didn't have time.
We'll see everybody on Thursday.